and we're already off to a bad start. Why? Well, because today is the start of daylight saving time here in the United States. What is daylight saving time? Well, twice a year, we Americans decide to change our clocks by 1 hour. In the fall, we call it fall back, and we basically reset the clocks overnight and get it an extra hour. It's like you have a 2 a.m. hour and then you have another 2 a.m. hour. It's kind of weird. And then here in the spring, it's not really the spring, it's still winter, but it's funny that we still call it the spring. We spring ahead and we skip an hour in the middle of the night. And at one point, there was use for this. Many, 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 many years ago, when it was first instituted, it was, save an hour of daylight and keep things in rhythm, and this will help the farmers, and this will do this and that, okay? And as much as everyone would like to try to argue about archaic things of the past, the truth is, at least in my opinion, and if you disagree, I guess that's fine. I don't know how you could really justify disagreeing, but it doesn't mean it's not needed anymore. It's worthless. It's just an annoyance. It's just a really stupid thing that confuses the heck out of everyone, okay? In reality, it doesn't actually affect me that much. I'm not that big of a deal. I lost an hour. Oh, no. The annoyance is that if I don't remember to tell you guys about this ahead of time, most of the time what ends up happening is for almost an entire week, everything gets thrown off, all right? Why? Because I have a set schedule that's pretty much the same every day, and people know to show up at a certain time every day if they want the content. Well, all of a sudden now, the times have shifted. I'm now streaming today an hour earlier than I usually would. And I can tell you right now, the attendance is way down. I'm not even kidding. Right now, I've got about 100 less viewers than I typically would have around this time any given day because of this stupid daylight saving time. And it's annoying because this will persist. This will not just be today. This will be like later in the week. There'll be streams, people show up. Oh, I missed out on this hour of the stream. And there's nothing that can be done. In this case, I goofed because I've been very busy and very stressed out this last week, okay? As I've told you, I have things going on behind the scenes in my personal life that are taking up a lot of my time and attention, and they're really stressing me out. And there's nothing that can be done, and there's nothing that I can tell you guys about. It's just stuff going on, just like everyone has stuff going on in their personal life, right? But because of that, this week it's been hard to keep track of schedule stuff. It's been hard to remember. I didn't even remember that daylight saving time was going to go into effect until someone tweeted me yesterday on my day off. And I was like, oh, shit. Because now I've posted up the schedule and all this, and now everyone is expecting something that is not going to happen, all right? So, it is what it is. But FYI, everything is starting an hour earlier moving forward, and this will persist all spring, all summer, even in the fall, because then we don't change our clocks again until October. Now, to make matters even worse, different regions of the world change their clocks at different times. I believe if you're in the UK right now, okay, I believe that you already changed your clock, correct? Like you did it at a different time than us. Falcule just said in the chat, when I lived in Japan, I was an hour early for work. I didn't know that they just don't do daylight saving time. Yeah, because it's stupid. It's not needed. Most of the world doesn't really do it, but there's only certain parts of the world that are stuck with this archaic practice, and they just don't want to change it. It doesn't make any sense at all. Our lawmakers in the United States have argued about this forever, back and forth. The problem is everyone agrees they don't want to change the clocks, but no one can agree on which time to keep. Do you keep the time that's standard time, or do you keep the time that's shifted by the 1 hour called daylight saving time? Who cares? No, really, who cares? Just pick one and do it. But they refuse. Instead, it's like two kids on a schoolyard who just argue with each other, and they never stop the argument. It just goes on forever. So nothing is ever determined. Nothing is ever decided. You know what I'm saying? It's just foolish. And that's how a lot of our government is. It's just a bunch of bickering, but nothing actually gets done, which is hilarious because the idea of government in our country is that everyone who's an elected official is a public servant, meaning the only reason they're there is to serve the public. But if all you do is endlessly bicker and never actually do anything, then you're not serving anyone. In fact, the only person you're serving is yourself because you're taking a salary for absolutely no outcome. Okay. So it pisses me off. And yes, I know this is a little bit of rant. A really big rant in regards to something that is just a personal gripe of mine, but it is what it is. It's very frustrating. So today we will have lower attendance. There's nothing I can do about it. On top of that, today is a chill RPG day on purpose. If you didn't notice, my schedule today is 2 chill RPGs. Now, I'm well aware that this means that attendance will be down anyway, because not everyone is into chill RPGs, but I need it. After the week that I've had, after the weekend that I've had, I need a day where I can just relax with you guys and kind of forget about the stresses of real life and just hang out and enjoy each other's company, have some chill conversation, play an RPG and have a good time. That's what I need today. So I hope that you understand that. Don't worry, because not every day will be like today. I mean, notably tomorrow we're playing Call of Duty and we're going to try the Ninja Turtle stuff again because, now I kind of understand how it works. I wasn't even using the melee weapon properly last week. And later on this week, we're going to have this Five Nights at Freddy's marathon, which is going to be very, very, I'm sure, rage-inducing and all of that. So we've got good stuff coming. That's going to be not, laid-back, chill content. Just not today. Okay? Fair enough? Okay. So apologies for anyone who's confused and is not here. Now you're watching this after the fact. You're like, oh, what happened? Why did I miss the stream? I did try to post up a last-minute daylight saving time alert video yesterday, but I don't even know how many people actually saw it because no one was expecting me to put a video out on my day off. It is what it is. We've got a lot of stuff to talk about today. I want to talk about obviously what happened on Friday with the streams. Because there was some interesting stuff there that may lead to some more stuff. We actually came to a determination about some of the confusion with the subs on Kick that have been coming through but not, and then we don't know what's real. We actually figured it out. So that's good. We finally have an answer on that one. But one of the cool things is I just wanted to show you, as you know, all these setups that I've been doing, ever since my new, PC and all of this. As you can see, the crazy RGBs behind me, right? And you might say, well, what the heck is that? It's kind of wild. Like, what is that supposed to be? You want to see what it is? See if the camera picks it up well. If not, I'll explain. Well, it's a little too bright, and that's the problem if I put it in an angle. Yeah, it's hard to see with the lighting. So basically what it is, it's Pac-Man. That's Pac-Man running across an RGB screen being chased by a ghost, and he goes back and forth across the keyboard,